2 for Hendrick Motorsports was a really good week for us. So got to keep it going. Got another speedway to get through before we can kind of get back to normal work. But yeah, it was a good start for sure.
Let me ask you, with this being the Olympic year, you guys have a 2-week break from the season. I know you guys don't have a lot of off weeks over the last few years. Tell me about how, especially with that kind of being kind of the home stretch of the season before you get to the playoffs, tell me about that 2-week period. Will it be an opportunity for you to kind of maybe switch things around, get ready for the home stretch, or is it for you kind of more of maybe a vacation time, maybe to kind of take away for a little bit? How do you deal with that 2-week period in July?
Yeah, I think it's going to depend where you're at, how you're running, kind of what's going on with the team and everything at that point, right? Like if you're running up front every week and have really good momentum and are winning races consistently, like you don't really want to take time off. And then if you're not, it's nice to have that reset. So we'll wait and see where we're at, but yeah, definitely determined by kind of what's going on.
And even though you're a driver, I know you're probably a sports fan as well. Will you take some time to watch the Olympics, and what are some of your favorite Olympic events that you like to watch?
Oh gosh, yeah, I don't know. I've always just been plugged into racing, so I don't know. I'm sure I'll check it out for sure.
Coming so close to the 500 win, was it something you kind of dwelled on, or given that it was a Hendrick 1-2, was that something you were able to just move on from pretty quickly?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely stings a little bit to be that close, right? Like, a guy pushes the button a tenth of a second later and you get a trophy. So, but that's just life. And yeah, I mean, it was obviously really good to get a teammate in victory lane and have a good start for Hendrick Motorsports. So, I wish it would have been us, but yeah, definitely close.
And looking at this race,
fuel savings seem to be the name of the game. How, from a mental standpoint, how important is it to start the season on the right foot?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think speedways, there's a lot of things that can happen outside of your control, but just maximizing the things that you can't control, which I feel like we did at Daytona, and getting a good finish out of there feels really good. Obviously, you know, you want to be one spot better, but definitely a good start.
How do you feel about Vegas?
I'm excited to go to Vegas. It's one of my favorite tracks. Crashed there last time there, but other than that, we've always been really strong, so looking forward to getting back there.
As Atlanta ages, I know it probably won't take effect this weekend, but where do you think it could go as a track? Could it be its own unique thing?
It already is kind of its own unique thing, in my opinion, right? Like, it's not a standard off-the-shelf speedway. I haven't run a qualifying lap here wide open yet. I about crashed all by myself in qualifying here last year. So, yeah, it is super unique already, and I feel like it's only going to continue to lose grip and get rougher. So we'll just have to see where it goes.
Do you have a preference on the two Atlantas, the one before 2022 and the one that's, you know, been here since reconfiguration?
I mean, as a race car driver, the old Atlanta was a lot of fun. It was so technical and tricky, and different ways you could approach it. Obviously, you look at what Kevin Harvick did for so long here, and the line he ran versus you can move around a lot. Then you go back and watch the races and you see guys win by 15 seconds and you're like, oh, okay, I get why they changed it. But it was a ton of fun as a race car driver.
Being from Arizona, what's a typical Phoenix like for you?
I mean, it's just another racetrack, honestly. You know, I do get to see my family and friends a little bit. I definitely put a lot of pressure on myself to run well there, and that tends to not go very well over the years. But yeah, just trying to figure out kind of what I need to do to get better there. Certainly not one of my better racetracks.
Are you over the disappointments?
Attention drivers. Are you ready to take your brand to the next level and leave your competition in the dust?
Imagine your own custom digital trading cards showcasing your journey, your victories, and your unique style.
Fans don't just want to see you on the track, they want to own a piece of your legacy. And with Raceface Digital, they can.
It's more than just the checkered flag. It's about creating a digital connection with your fans,
where off-track advantages become on-track victories. Enroll now at racefacedigital.com.
This is Austin Dillon, driver of the Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also check out one of those 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.